Hi, I'm going to be doing the exoskeleton video. So let's get started so we can do this in under 10 minutes, okay? Here we go. Here's my little skeleton. We have first the cranial bones, which is, we have the frontal bone, which is right here, located right here. The parietal bones are on the side, which is right here where my fingers are. The occipital bone is in the back, and then we have the external occipital protuberance, which stabilizes the vertebrae of the neck, and it's located right here, the little bump right here that I'm touching. Let's do the external view. I'm going to do it from the book because I don't have a diagram. So we have the mastoid process, which is right here. Next, we have the styloid process, which is right here. Next, we have the external acoustic meatus, which is right here. Next, we have the squamous part, which is right here. Next, we are moving to the internal view. We have the pectoris part, which is right here, and it houses the middle and internal ear cavities. I couldn't find the internal acoustic meatus, which is a transmission of the cranial nerves 7 and 8. Probably it may be in there somewhere. Okay, so let's move on to the sphygnoid. Okay, we have the external view. We have the lateral and orbital parts, the greater wing, which is located right here. We have the superior orbital fissure, which is located right here or right here, and optic nerves pass through this. Okay, we have the lesser wing, which is located right here. We have, I already pointed out the greater wing, the optic canal, which is right here, and also optic nerves pass through this as well. The stella torica houses the pituitary gland. So that structure sits in the sella torica. Okay. We next have the ethmoid. The crista gilla is located right here, and the cribriform plate is located up in here, and the olfactory nerves pass through these holes up in here. Okay, the crista gilla, the dura mater attached to the crista gilla to help secure the brain in the cranial cavity. Okay. Move on to the sutures. Okay, we have the coronal suture, which is right here, and tell me what. Okay, the corona suture, which is right here in the frontal bone, I believe is making this suture. Next, we have the sagittal suture, which is right here, and I believe the parietal bones are making the suture. Next we have the lambdoid suture, which is located, oop, don't fall, up in here in the occipital. Bone is making this suture. And then we have the squamous suture, which is somewhere up in here, and the temporal bone is making, is making that suture. Okay, we're moving to the facial bones. We have the maxilla and the alveolar process, which is right here. Okay, next we have the nasal, which is on this page. I'm turning right here. Vomer right up in here. And then we have the zymatic process, which is right here. And what two bones form the zymatic arch is the zymatic process and the temporal process. For the vomer, what two bones form the bony nasal spectrum? The vomer bone and the perpendicular plate of the of the ethmoid bone. I'm sorry. Okay, the inferior nasal concha. This bone helps to swirl and filter air entering the nasal cavity, trapping particles in the mucus before air gets to the lungs. Okay, next we're going to go to the spine, and we have 4 parts for the curve of the spine. And the first part, which is the first 7 vertebrae, is the cervical. Then we have the second part, which is the thoracic curvature, which is, it houses 12. And then we have the lumbar curvature, which houses 5 vertebrae. And then we have the sacral curvature, and it has 5 fused vertebrae. Okay, and to demonstrate the atlas motion of the cervical vertebrae, I'm going to demonstrate the motion used if faucets receive occipital condyles, and the motion is nodding your head yes. So I'm going to show you. I can show you in the skeleton. Nodding your head yes. Okay. Here is the mandibrum of the sternum. The mandibra, the body of the sternum. The xiphoid process right here. And the jugular notch right up in here. With the ribs, we have 12 ribs in total, but we have 7 true ribs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have the rest are false ribs. 1, 2, 3, and I think it's 4, 5 actually. Not sure. The first rib articulates solely with the first thoracic vertebra. The head articulates with the deficit, and cervical articulates with the costal faucet. The last 3 thoracic vertebrae lack transverse process in the rib associated with their tubercle. Sorry, a little rusty. Thought I could do this and it would be easy, but it was very hard. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.